We're going to keep the show going, and that's a good friend of mine. He's here in town. He was in Calgary now, so Prince George. Been ripping it up. Put your hands together, guys, for John White coming to the stage.
Woo! Yeah! Awesome, brother. Thank you, Laugh Shop. This is amazing. I'm loving this show except for one big thing. There's way too many handsome guys on this show. You got Ephemios, Chris Gordon. When he flexed, I'm sure two of you got pregnant. One of them was me. And you're going to have Nigel up here in a moment. Like, it's just too much handsome, so I had to try to keep up with that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go out tonight and go for that 2024 Keanu Reeves look. Fucking failed. Though I was like doing a FaceTime with a friend of mine before the show. He's like, oh, dude, you do just look like John Wick. If I got him off a Wish. I realize now I've kind of devolved into the Western Family version of Chad Kroger, so it's like, I can't win. Wow, a couple Nickelback fans here. I'm sorry to hear that. So I love the show. It's been great. I love how I was talking about going through a divorce and dating at the start, and I'm going to do that too, because I went through a divorce years ago. And then I had to start dating again in like my late 30s, which sucks because I can't connect with young people like at all. I'm talking like a 30-year-old. I'm like, what'd you do this week? She's like, oh, I got my ass eaten up by a dude that hadn't eaten in a week. It was amazing. Right? She's like, what'd you do? I was like, well, cheese was on sale at Save-On. So can't connect at all. But I did start dating someone. We just had our 3rd year anniversary, and the only thing I hate about when you start dating someone again is you have to start doing the shit you don't want to do. Like my ex-wife was super into sexting. I'm not into that. Because the heat of the moment, you think you're writing the hottest shit on the planet, and it's fucking garbage, right? Like you check later, you're like, oh fuck, I need Jesus. Because one night my wife, she's out of town, she texts, she's like, let's do some sexual texting. I'm like, no. She's like, I'll start. I run in the bedroom and rip off all your clothes and you're naked. What do? I'm like, cry uncontrollably and lock myself in the bathroom because I got horrible body image issues. So I'm crushing it. But I started to gotta get into it. She's like, all right, now you need to send me a photo. I'm like, no problem. I sent her one of the cat. She's like, no, I want a sexy photo. I was like, all right, send her a photo of Channing Tatum. She's like, no, send me a photo of your dick. I'm like, why? I don't like looking at it. I wasn't bitten by a radioactive Ron Jeremy, okay? A couple of you got that, that's good. So I finally snap a photo and I look up like, oh my God, why does that look like 2 Kiwis nailed to a stack of dimes? I hit send, I'm waiting for a response, and I'm waiting. Turns out I didn't send that one to my wife at the time. Oops. So I start to panic, like, okay, best case scenario, it goes to my mom. She's like, well, I guess some things never grow up, John. But do you have a friend that goes to church every Sunday, doesn't watch porn, is still a virgin? Yeah, that's who got the pic. So I start texting, hey, please don't scroll up, hoping I push the photo out of the phone because I don't understand how technology works. But it's okay. I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, this is a mistake. I will pay for all your therapy bills. But I'm a comedian and an English major, so hope your shrink takes broken promises and empty whiskey bottles. But now with the divorce, and at the end of it, there were some dumb questions that, like, every once in a while, she's like, we should come up with a bang list. I was like, I don't want to do this at all. She's like, all right, well, I'm going to start. She's like, I want Tom Cruise. I want Ryan Gosling. I was like, you bitch. I wanted him. And she's like, and Harrison Ford. I was like, that guy's 80. She's like, well, not now. Back when he was like in Star Wars days. I'm like, you got a time machine with a bang list? She's like, all right, pick yours. I'm like, Mila Kunis. She's like, nope. I'm like, I'm out. Fine, I picked the Baroness from G.I. Joe. She's like, you can't fuck a cartoon character. I'm like, if you have a time machine, I'm fucking cartoon characters. And then she's like, no, that's gross, you have to pick. I snap. I go for the jugular. I'm like, all right, I picked the Virgin Mary. Because you think about it, how, like, rock stars, rappers, and actors, they have the hottest girlfriends of all. So how hot was Mary that God fucked her, dumped a baby in her, and left, and Joseph still stuck around? She's like, that's awful. Pick someone else. I'm like, fine, your friend Stephanie. Now, I didn't know you're not supposed to pick people you actually know, and that's why we got divorced. But it's okay, because 2 weeks later, I went over to Stephanie's place. I borrowed her time machine, went back and fucked Mary. So, my name's John White. You've been fantastic, everybody. Have a great night.
That's great. Thanks, buddy. Cheers.